We're live now.
Alrighty.
We're back.
Now we've got to stop that. Grab that. They've changed. They've
Oh, that's
changed
great.
things on here, so I definitely have. I have to relearn the changes that Riverside has put in.
Mm.
So there's different things you can't do this if you're doing that. Can't do that if you're doing that. But you can do this if that's happening. It's like what? And of
We
course,
should be beside each other, like the pi- image.
hmm
Uh,
yeah,
I think we
we
have to be.
well on my side we are beside each other, so
It
it's
doesn't
okay.
matter. It's working. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Look
but
what's
anyway,
behind me. Buddha.
yeah, but anyway, let's do the intro here first. Hi, I'm Orlando, and
I'm Kaz in
yeah,
Siem Reap.
and this is Late Night Right, and yeah, it we do have Kaz by night, which is awesome,
Better
and
Wi-Fi, hopefully that it stays. But yeah,
yes, we're hoping that you're with us right till the end on this one, especially with that
mm.
gorgeous background of yours.
It is beautiful here in Cambodia. I feel like I'm living in a hotel because I can't rent, you know. But yeah, I am renting this sort of thing, aren't I? Really?
Yes, you
Um, but it's cheap. I love it.
are.
Oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, it's
Well, it is
all
what it is.
hand carved and wood and beautiful. It's like
Mm-hmm.
living in a temple.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's obviously an older building. There's no doubt about it. That's
It
beautiful.
is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nice. It really is.
Yeah,
Gave me a good room
yeah.
because I
Well, that's
stay
what.
here a lot.
Yeah, we just got to get them to fix up their Wi-Fi a little bit, and then it'll be just perfect.
And Wi-Fi, yeah. I'm downstairs in the ground floor, and I'm on the fourth floor, and the router, I mean the Wi-Fi is so slow. It was not working the last week or two, and
Yeah.
that's why we had to try different things, and that's why I'm down here, and you can actually um, see
Mm.
me this,
We yes, you can come through
and hope, yeah,
without going robotic and without being 2 minutes behind.
yeah. Oh yeah, and we've all got our fingers crossed here that we stick, that I stick because it's so slow the Wi-Fi, so and that's
Hmm.
the way it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So over to you, Orlando, on Late Night Right, and we see where we're heading today.
For sure. Here, let me get this up here, and we'll get the screen up and get the script up, and that way we can get everything going here. Okay, let's shrink that, move that over so I can see what I'm doing here. Gotta have the script in view.
Glasses back
Alrighty.
on. Go for it,
Okay,
mate.
okay. So last week we had Andrew showing Sean around. So they checked out the greenhouse. Now they're downstairs in the right side hallway, and that's where you'll find all your utilities and all the working areas that keep the place going. Right. So you've got fish tanks, utilities, spare parts. Like Sean says, can't live without that. filtering, and Sean wants to see that, so they go in, they check it out, and of course you got all your filters, your rock, sand, gem, copper, all these things that the water needs to filter through to make sure it's clean. Um, and then they're off to the parts room. They laugh on their way out. Okay, and then obviously a little bit later, they're Andrew, Olivia, Logan, and Matthew are on one side of the table, and they're all turned to Sean, who paces while he thinks. And the whole point is, so, and he's saying, well, so what do we know for sure? And Michael disappeared. And so Sean is, did he though? And Matthew comes up, well, he told no one he was leaving. And Olivia says, true. Sean said, would he have a reason not to tell? And Andrew says, possibly, which kind of surprises Sean a little bit. And Andrew just says, just saying it's possible. you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Not that he has any particular or he can think of any particular reason. It's just that it's always a possibility, right? Okay. So what they know is he's gone. Looks around the table. Do we know where he was last seen? And Sean automatically says at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That should be A, not I. A huge order for imaging that he brought in. Olivia raises an eyebrow at that. Obviously she knows the name. Matthew says that's not going to help, especially if that wasn't the last time he was seen. We don't know that for sure. And Sean says, like everything else, eh? Olivia, Andrew says, Olivia, can you set up, can that setup he made you for you help? And she says, I don't know. Never had, Sean says, never had to try. Exactly, Olivia says. Matthew says, that's a good start as any. So Matthew, Olivia, and Sean come into the computer room. And as usual, the lights turn on by themselves. Olivia gestures Matthew to the computer, saying, you're sure to be faster than I am on it. So Matthew takes it. He's all ready to go. And she says, the main thing we need is coordinates. And Sean says, at this point, even landmarks would do. Okay. And of course, Matthew asks, well, how do you get in touch with him? I just type, hit enter, and he gets it. And Sean is kind of surprised. Zero server? Like, and Matthew's eyes go wide. You just ping him? Olivia shrugs, right? I don't know. I didn't build it. I'm just using it, right? Sean starts to smile. Well, maybe it is. And if he recalls, it's direct. Is that correct? And Olivia, well, from what Michael explained, the energy is pulled from the air and the ground and all that, everywhere. And Sean said, with no trace. And Olivia, correct. And Sean is like, all right, scoot. He takes the chair from as Matthew leaves it, right? This is no time for surprises, Sean. He says, no surprise. I am going to go back in. Oh, look at that. 2 messages to see if I can ping him. And Matthew and Olivia crowd in to watch while Sean types. Right? On the screen, Sean types fast. His username, Slaughter Lead. And
These are code names, right?
the game name. That's a game name.
Handles.
That's a gamer name.
Okay, whatever.
Games, as in video games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's his
Yeah,
gamer name.
that's what I said. Okay.
Right, right, right. And he's asking for slaughter site coordinates, coords, for incoming quest to you. And Sean hits enter. Now we wait to see if he hits. And in here, I put possible computer program to show the timing. Like,
Mm,
do we have a countdown or a forward count so that
yeah.
it's calculating?
Insert. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we're going. But this is why I say it's possible
Yeah.
um,
Understood.
to have it. But I'm not sure if that's something that would be standard, something that would be automatic on her computer, or is that something Sean would have to set up ahead of time? This is why I
Mm.
have it questionable. Like it's in brackets. It's a maybe.
Yeah. Timer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Insert is where you want the camera to pay attention or focus right on that. That isn't part of the storytelling, of course. That's why they use the word insert.
That's exactly right.
I just thought I'd explain it. There
Yes.
might be some new
It's
people. I don't know.
or we could just do keystrokes because we're going to hear keystrokes. And lock time comes up to the second count. And Olivia says even better if he answers. And Matthew says not if he's in stealth mode. And Sean says, mind if I check with Tanya? And Olivia's like, oh, go right ahead. And she had Olivia and Andrew and Logan are cutting meat. They're, well, prepping everything, meat and veggies for supper, right? While she spices a couple of pots on the stove, Olivia looks back as Sean comes in with Matthew. And Sean says, nothing from Michael. And Matthew says, or Mum. Sean says, Mum could be doing extra time or sleeping. Uh, Olivia says, I keep thinking of that imagery you mentioned. What is that? Better yet, who? And Sean's like, well, from what little I was able to get from your son, they're the big boss for our sector. And Sean says more, the whole American quadrant. And Andrew whistles like, woo, no, and Olivia like, no way. What would they need with all that tech? I mean, if they're already headquartered and set up. And John's like, yeah, I'm wondering that. And Andrew's, well, it couldn't be that easy. And Sean says, what easy? We still need to know where the parts got shuttled off, right? And, of course, and Matthew wants to know what kind of parts. So Sean is going to sit down and Olivia grabs him a pencil and paper, and he starts jotting down what kind of stuff was in that order. And then he tells Matt to go and check the ping rate. Right. Matthew's about to argue. Sean pins him with a direct look. Resigned but insolent, Matthew gets up and saunters out of the kitchen. Being the teenager that he is, he wants to be there talking with the adults and being part of all this big decisions, right? Okay, so I took us off to Imagy into Michael's area, and he's testing cables and all of that. He glances at the phone in his hand as it gently pings, and he has to ignore it. He switches his screen back to high level electricity showing on the phone app for the tester. Right, so that's the only piece we're getting from Michael right now. And we're going back to the kitchen moments later. So Andrew brings Olivia aboard. They start making everything into the pans, into stuff. Logan washes up. Everyone turns as Matthew rushes in and slaps a piece of paper, not pieces, a piece of paper on the table and grins at Sean. 2 minutes 14. Sean says closer than I would have guessed. Because I'm just pulling that out of the hat, right? And Andrew is like, okay, how close exactly? You know, type of thing. And so Sean goes to a second sheet of paper and starts calculating. And Andrew looks at a drawer, then to Olivia. Olivia smiles to herself and then nods, like, no, let him calculate in his head, right? But
Yeah.
Andrew gives her a wry shake of the head and goes and grabs a calculator for him. Sean doesn't say anything. He just slides the calculator, closes, and puts it to good use. Logan moves in to see what and how Sean works. Sean sits back. Logan, well, 40 kilometers, give or take. Olivia turns to Matt and says, Matt, maps. Matthew grins and rushes out. Guess we're eating wild tonight, Andrew says. He pulls up plates and sets them all beside the stove. And Sean says, wild. And Andrew says, you think anybody's sitting at the table with maps on it? And Olivia, not in my house. So Sean laughs and he grins. Matthew, as he comes in with a folded old Atlas road map together, they lay the map out on the table. And here is where I made a point that we have to make sure, right from the very first time we see the computer room, we have to see where the maps are in that computer room. Because Matt knew exactly where to get them,
Mm.
right? So that was
Yeah.
a note that I wrote myself here. Add maps, on the
Yeah.
shelves or cabinet or hung by a hook on the wall or from the very first. So I wrote us a note for that to take care of that at a later date.
Because I
Alrighty.
made.
Yeah. Okay. So Sean doesn't know exactly where they are right now, so he has to ask her, and and Andrew shows him right here. So he puts a finger on the spot in the middle of nowhere. Andrew, latitude, longitude. Logan, put your finger here. You got a ruler? Measuring tape due. Andrew checks with Sean. Andrew checks. Grabs measuring tape from another drawer. Okay. So we're gonna see dirty dishes stacked around by the sink behind them. They're all around the table, studying the area within the pencil drawn circle on the map. Right,
Mm-hmm.
your 3 mile or your 40 kilometer circumference. Right. So
Yeah.
but Sean he taps the pencil on the map while he studies the southeast side of the circle. And that was where I finished. So this is where this conversation now has to come into play.
Sorry, what was that again?
This is
What?
where we now comes into play this conversation about what is in those areas that would be private enough or big enough or have the electricity, you know, or maybe Olivia reminds them, no, they need electricity, you know, or maybe only they don't need to plug into anything, right?
So we are looking for something now um,
Yes.
for them to use. To do what?
Um, no. What they're looking for is to see what kind of buildings or businesses are along that 40-mile out circle. Because what they have to try to figure out, and part of it is going to hit the west end of the city. So they got
Uh-huh.
to figure
Yeah.
out what is the most likely place that Michael would be, because and most likely pace of where that technology, that whole truckload of stuff, would have gone to.
To be useful for them, for their purpose,
Well, no,
right?
Sean and Matthew need to know this so that they can figure out where Michael is.
Well, that's what I thought first up. And then,
Yep.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they're still trying to find Michael, but he's at work. I'm sounding stupid now.
No, he's working at Imogee, and he cannot leave Imogee.
All right, yeah.
Right?
That's, yeah.
I mean, that's
Yes.
not his work. His work was working with Sean, and then
Oh, of course.
he
It was moved to a
disappeared,
different place, Imogee.
and then Michael was hijacked and taken
Yeah,
to Imogee. Remember?
yeah, right. Yeah.
So they need to find out where he is, or at least where that tech went to, because wherever that tech went to, they figure that's where Michael went, because
Mm,
Michael would know what to do with that tech,
yeah, that's right.
whereas Sean probably wouldn't.
That's right. Yeah.
So what they need to find here is a they're going to throw out ideas of where they think, like on the map, because they're seeing all these different things on the map, all these
Yeah.
places,
Map work.
and it'll show where the airport is, it shows where this is, where that is, where that is, and just on a regular road map, some of things that are standard, right?
Logistics. Yeah.
Yeah. um but um because there's all kinds of places, like I wrote down here, like a mall could be a place where, in a basement.
Yeah.
Every mall
I
has
like that.
has a basement, right? But
Mm,
is it private enough, right? A
mm.
convenience store going to be a no, because
Yeah,
I mean
I was
they're
thinking
just
that
tiny,
stuff.
right?
Mm.
And a school, um, maybe not. Residential is probably out of the picture.
Yeah.
A warehouse, but I mean, can you get one that's actually
Mm.
um, secure enough
Mm.
and cool
Sounds
enough? Because
yeah.
they're thinking computers and they need cooling, right?
Cleaners. Sorry,
They're
my
it's not
yeah.
coming through clean.
It's a
Okay, because
little blurred, but yeah, but I'm getting there. It's just
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
if I sound a bit like removed from it, and I
Hmm.
ask again, it's because I'm
Right, no problem,
trying to
no
keep
problem.
up. Yeah.
They would see. We're gonna have to run through the dialogue with these five people here, throwing ideas back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
All right.
And
Yeah.
that's what we got to do here.
All right, and that's right. So you've made a list just then of places that
Yep, yep.
could where they
Of
could
of
take and
places.
pull
Yep.
stuff. Just write it down. Go, genius,
Okay.
go.
Okay, because the business sector might be something twigging in the back of Sean's mind to where is Imogee on the map, right? Where is
Yeah,
that company?
next door to whatever.
No, we don't need to know if it's next door to anything, because I mean that's the
I know.
business. It's the business sector, right?
Okay, sorry. I've been funny again.
Yep, yep, yep.
It's kind of the Aussie thing. So I'll have to stop doing it,
Okay.
where you do it with a straight face. And you go, I don't know what you're talking about here. That's what it really means. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
who are we gonna have talking first?
Okay.
Who do we want talking first? Um. Okay. So, um, Olivia is asking. Okay, what are the most likely places? Well, that's her. Okay, what are the most likely places where they could set up this tech? So this is where our main um, query is going to start.
Something they could plug into. If I was thinking, I would put it next to a tech place where you can just plug into their stuff, as in robbing it, you know, to use their
Jeez.
speed, their everything good, and you know, find out. I just have all the connections to not, yeah, no, but maybe we're not even doing that. But I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like
we'll.
there's a mall. Yeah. There's some place that has like, what is it? No, I think I'm gonna back off on all that
Mm-hmm.
thinking stuff. Go for it, mate.
Alrighty. Hang on a second. I gotta expand a little bit. Okay, so Matthew says them all. Logan is school, and residential is out. Um. mm, 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 mm. Okay, Olivia says a warehouse. Sean says only if it can be secure. Okay. Yeah, he says airport. And um, and Olivia says casino. Uh, How do we want to write this? Um,
I don't know.
okay, so Sean pays no attention. After he says only if it can be secured, he doesn't pay it. He's paying. His mind is completely on the map.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that. Visualize.
Yeah.
Why? Somebody said that.
Okay, Logan just said, Dad.
Mm. The natural thing to question everything, and if somebody comes up with a new.
Okay, so Sean taps a section of the map. And Olivia says that's the business sector.
Okay.
Right? So, um, okay. Gee. Yeah. Okay, so Andrew moves in. Where is it located? Or shall we say, what's the address? Shall we? Yeah, just
Some,
straight up, what's the address?
I am. I'm wondering if other people can see what I can see. I can hear you typing, but it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't moved on screen. And you know, to
The
me, mine is
this
weird. So if somebody else was watching, you might want to ask. Can
um
you see the you typing on the
oh,
screen?
I see. Yes. No, it's not moving
Oh,
on screen.
okay. All right.
No, it's
Just
not moving.
refresh.
I'm checking it.
Oh, okay. And then I thought, because of my slow, thing, but I could hear you
Okay.
typing, thinking out loud.
Well, the only thing I have is says reload this page, but you know, I'll take it off share.
Final
I'll
draft,
no.
refresh.
Final draft is fine. It's moving fine
Maybe
on
this
my
is.
side.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Okay.
the
So
sharing.
it is
I'll
typing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing, and then I'll
And
bring it
just bring
back
it
up
back.
again,
Yeah.
and then it'll just bring it back.
Connections are important. That's,
Alrighty, see there now.
there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
I just thought maybe it's me, but, maybe
No,
it's
no,
not.
no. Thank you. because
Maybe my.
because I'm paying attention to the physical final draft page that I'm
Yeah,
typing
and
on.
you, I
I'm
know you
not
well.
not
Yeah,
paying attention. Well, you can't pay attention to that and that at the same time. It just doesn't
that's
work.
right. Yeah. Lucky I was here today.
Yeah.
You're
See, that
full of
works.
laughter now. Yeah. So scroll back so I can actually read what you just typed.
Okay.
residential is out. The last thing I read.
Okay. Residential is up. And
A
Olivia, a
warehouse,
warehouse.
and if it can be secured. Oh, you should be reading it.
Yeah. And Sean says only if it can be secured. And Andrew says airport. Sean's possible. Olivia, casino. Sean pays no attention. His mind on the map. Logan, dad. Sean taps a section of the map. Olivia says that's the business sector. You're thinking, and Sean says imaging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew moves in. What's the address?
Okay, good.
And um, and Sean gives them a quirky look. Like, if I had my phone.
Yeah. It's a good reminder that they're not connected purposely. Um, mm,
So, okay, so Andrew tisks at Sean. Like, you can't remember an address?
Andrew looks at Sean.
Like, does a street come to mind? Because we can just, you know.
Yeah.
All right, because we can just, you know, follow this. Okay, follow the street.
Mm.
You know, on the map
Mm.
and find the place.
Yeah.
You know, because you'll go along down you down well as you do. You just go, okay, this is this street and that street. Okay, so we're down this street here and going down, 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 down. And at some point you're gonna find a building that's the right size, right? And then you
Yeah.
can look at the actual index that's on the map, on the side of the map, and it'll tell you where that is.
Yep. Mm. That's right. That's how map works. Mm.
Olivia, oh, just check the index.
Yeah. Oh, duh, I've never seen a paper map that.
And Sean's looking at them like crazy. Because he's never found anything
Yeah.
on
Cray
a
cray.
paper map,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's been GPS for these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Olivia and Andrew bump Sean out of the way. Oh, okay, so mm, 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 mm. Do we want to make up fictional names?
Make up what?
Do we want to
Uh,
make up fictional street names?
Street name? Uh,
Or do you want me to use something that's an actual name?
yeah, go for it. If you got them, yeah, just do it. Let me see how that goes. I don't know.
Oops.
There's a lot, yeah. They're usually named after people. Tom Henry Street, Union Street.
Okay, Andrew says best bet is Logan. No, he would just say
Ah,
Logan.
right.
He would
Okay,
just
I
say
see what
Logan.
you.
Best bet is Logan.
Uh-huh.
Runs right through the sector.
Mm.
Okay.
That's Betty's Logan.
Yeah, pretty close to the airport too. Um,
Mm.
Alrighty. So Andrew runs his fingers down the street. How big is this place? Alrighty. So Sean moves in. He says, I get it. Like, I don't know how to do this. You showed me how to do this. Now, I'll know it when I see it. So,
Yeah.
and let's see.
Yeah. Well, been there too. Oh, done there. I'm not when I see it.
Okay, so Matthew is going to be saying, better yet, what is located where the what is located where pencil meets Logan? The pencil mark, right? The circle? Because if it pinged, it's
Yeah.
it's got to be within that 40. So if it happens to be Logan Avenue that they're on, that they're checking on, it's like okay, so the circle comes around and it might hit two different two different spots of Logan, right?
Hmm.
So this is these two places should be it. One of these two places.
Uh,
It's
yes,
located on Logan in this particular part of the business sector,
in the area. Yeah,
right?
business.
So it's
Yeah.
got to be within that circumference, right?
Uh, one moment, I'm on the laptop, of course, and I'm not plugged in, and it just got
Oh,
30% left. So
okay.
I'm going to zonk out in 30% time. Keep going.
Okay, so everyone looks up at
I'll take
Matthew.
it upstairs then. Yeah, and re-plug in, and I doubt we're going to reconnect, but I thought I'd let you know what's going on. I just got a notice. Okay, so street.
Okay, so everyone looks up at Matthew and chuckle, and Sean just excellent point. Like, and look at there.
Excellent point. Tourists. It's in person.
Excellent point. And look there, the right size, the right distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
And he circled the place on the map.
Mm.
Alrighty. I'm liking this.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, when we do cut out, I have the phone. Okay, we, where we
Okay.
go to, our place.
Um. Yeah.
If
Cause I mean we're almost an hour in now.
yeah, oh,
no, I
that's true.
no, I guess
That's
we're not.
true.
I guess we're not. No, we're 48 minutes, 50 minutes. Well, yeah,
Mm.
10 minutes. No problem. I can definitely cover the ending if you cut out.
Mm. This is good. What's happened so far?
Okay.
Good. Circles it with the pencil.
Okay.
Radius.
I got Logan's that says, I thought X marked the spot. Sean ruffles his hair. Not this time, bud. Alrighty.
Mm.
So from here, we are going to go on to, now that they know what's happening, where they're going to look. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, so from here, they're going to be having a conversation. Um, but they're going to be having a conversation at the same time that um, Andrew and Olivia are going to show them like the periscoping in the the back part of the property, stuff like this, and this other stuff that we had already written out and laid out, and the particular conversation is going to be about the um you had it. um there'll be a keyword that Sean is going to give them so that Michael will know, you know, that
Yes.
they're on the way, and or to sabotage the bad guys. We had the game night and gamer terms, stuff like that. That's how he laid this all in. But I think we've already given that because Sean is the slaughter lead, right?
Yes.
So, but what they do need to know is whether or not, um, see, this is going to be that thing with Logan staying, Sean and Matthew wanting Logan to stay with Olivia and Andrew. So there's going to be that piece that comes in.
Hmm.
Um, there's going to be Olivia gives Sean a cell phone, but it is within a couple of Faraday cages, so it can't be tracked,
Mm. Mm.
right?
Right. Yeah.
Um, all right. So I think we're gonna have to have a section here where the bad guys are gonna start getting suspicious because,
Mm.
but we've got to show that Michael is um, moving more deliberately. He's moving quicker. He has accelerated his pace with
A
what
what
he's
place?
doing. Michael will be accelerating his pace. How fast he's
Ah.
working.
Yes.
He's gonna be starting to move a lot quicker. He's not gonna be taking as many breaks. He's not gonna sleep as much, whatever the case, and it's gonna make the bosses
Mm.
suspicious,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And
Uh
you
huh.
know, I mean, there's a
It needs to
number
be
of
shown.
excuses Michael could use if anybody actually blatantly asked him. And it's like, yeah, I always speed up when I'm nearing the end of a project, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, okay. But at some point here, the bosses have to basically offer him his freedom if he builds
Uh,
faster.
yeah. Yeah.
Like if you can
Yes.
get done by the end of X time, we'll give you
Mm.
your freedom.
Mm.
Like real
Right.
freedom. Real
So
freedom.
he's held against his will. That's what we're talking about.
And he did
And
it
then there's a
purposely.
bargaining.
And he did it on purpose.
Yes, yes, yes. That kept him there and yes,
Yes.
bargaining for him to be released. Yeah.
He agreed
To a point.
to let himself get caught
Yeah, that's right. Yes, yes, yes,
so
yes.
that he could into their building,
That's correct. Yeah, that's right. I
right?
remember that.
So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I mean, it's an
All right.
ulterior motive on my side, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
100%. And
In
this way
case
he
other
gets
people forgot.
well, yeah,
Besides.
because these were things that happened, a long
Oh,
time ago already, right?
yeah, yeah. I don't.
So
Sorry
now we're
about that.
so now we're coming down to crunch time,
Yeah, it really is.
right?
Yeah. How many
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pages have we got up
We're
to?
89 pages,
Uh-huh.
so we'll easily hit 120, maybe a little
Yeah,
bit less,
I think so.
maybe a bit less, which is good
Mm.
because between
Between
90
10
and
and
1
20. Yeah.
between 90 and 120 is good.
You got to go more than 90 at this rate. Yeah. Unless things happen all of a sudden. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how it
Well,
plays
yeah, but
out,
see
right?
the pace is picking up,
It
and
will and have to
you
be
know,
for third act. Yeah.
right. So when Logan and Matthew, or
Mm.
pardon me, Matthew and Sean are packing up their
Mm.
gear to go, is Olivia gives Sean the phone, right?
Mm.
Type of thing,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's in the Faraday.
Agreed.
He's like, "Don't you break? It's the only one I got." you know,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know, do
Got it.
doing the mama thing, and doing the mama thing, right? Or in this case, the grandma type thing. Um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you know, I think it'll be a matter of I don't know, maybe Matthew and Logan they go to bed early or something like this. Well, Sean's up, doing stuff with the parents. And
Yeah.
it's Logan and Matthew who have the discussion about maybe Logan, maybe somebody should stay to help them because they're alone here. No, they got nobody to help.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And he knows Logan likes working with the
Yeah.
plants,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And stuff like that. And it could be, that way. I mean, it doesn't have to be a discussion with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? It just has to be a choice has to be made here. And basically Logan will decide that he's going to stay and
Uh-huh.
keep and make sure everything's okay here.
Good. Yeah.
You know? Not
Yeah.
bad considering I just thought of that just this second.
I know you did. See, we do that.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do
just
that.
thinking on the fly. Yeah. And
Well,
it's funny how your brain just agrees with and disagrees, and then all of it, but you're saying one sentence, and
yeah.
within all of that time, it's all happening up here. And our brainwaves are
Yeah.
just going, you come out with the right, that one, you settle on this decision, A decision, or B, whatever. Yeah, I could see that happening in you,
Well, of course,
You said it with me too. Yeah.
You know how I work.
Yeah, I do. Oh, it's nearly 20 years now, so yep,
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
exactly. So,
us,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
one way
And
or the
then,
other.
yeah,
Yeah,
the kicker is Logan decides to stay.
mm, yeah, yeah.
And maybe Sean was in and he tells them.
Are you typing or are you just making notes?
No, I'm not because this is gonna be complete scene
Finish
setups for
time.
this,
Yeah, that's
right?
fine.
No, no, I'm just
Okay,
writing the notes so that we'll have it set up for next week, and we'll
that's good.
be ready to rumble.
Oh, that that'll be good because I'm low on, you know,
Yeah,
my
because
dad.
it was going to be more or less Sean and Matthew have a discussion
Mm,
that they're worried
mm,
about how safe Olivia and Andrew will be.
mm,
You know, but of course,
okay.
food is the deciding factor.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm on board with that.
Yep.
Doing
So
a
what
great
happens
job
is,
too,
yeah.
mate.
So then the prep happens for Sean and Matthew for an extended trek.
Mm,
You know, they're gonna pack light, um, but not too light. Like most of their food is going to be freeze dried,
Mm-hmm.
so there's no water, there's no liquid in it.
Oh, you think about that one.
So they're going to have to carry water, or um, there's a straw, a filter straw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do 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 do. And there's water purification tablets. As possible. These kind of things would have to be things that are actual props. That's why I'm them down.
David, you go for it, mate. You go for it.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think we're well set for next week to be a lot of crazy writing, getting it everybody set to go.
Mm-hmm.
But in the
Yeah.
meantime, somewhere in the meantime there, we're going to have Michael actually check his phone and check the
Mm.
message that came in, and see him, oh shit. I got to get this shit in gear. I got to get this finished. Like now.
Well, we need some action from Michael. Yeah.
That's right.
After the setups, what we're doing now, and these other people.
Yep.
Pan. Pan.
So I'm yeah, thanks to this having this discussion, we now know Michael does have to see, he does have to, like, at an off moment, go and check the phone and see what it
Yeah.
was.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
You know, and you know what? Maybe he does it when one of the bad guys is with him.
Mm. Point.
That
Yes.
is an even better point. That's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah, nice one. It's good when we talk.
Well, yeah, it does. But I mean, as
I
we've
didn't
always
notice
done,
it.
is we've always bounced ideas back and forth.
I know, just without even trying that one. It's made me laugh because it's just normal. How normal. Mm.
Okay, so and of course Michael is being, he's bleak. He puts on a very sad face and bleak face, and he shows
Mm.
the bad guy the message, and he just kind of
Mm-hmm.
like shakes his head and shrugs, like, I don't know what the hell what it means. I got no idea. So I mean, and but immediately after that, it's like, well, enough of this stuff. I got to get back to work. and
Yeah.
and now he's
Yeah.
going to his guys and he's going to step it up. I need those parts. I need that. I need that. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get this done. Let's get
Pressure
this
is
done, and we
on.
can all go home.
Mm. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Okay. This is going to work out fantastic, my friend. Now
Mm.
that we have those, because it's just those tiny little details make a huge
Yes.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, into the
Makes
depth of the story.
agree.
Yep.
Yep.
We need layers upon
And
layers
it's
upon
fun.
layers.
Mm. All
Okay.
right, mate. So shall we call it a day and
Yeah.
get off and all the rest of it, or have a chat? I still got a little bit of a on the mind.
Well, only if the Wi-Fi and your laptop actually hold up.
It is. I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
It's been very clean.
Down to
Yeah.
about
Nope.
16. Hmm.
Okay.
What's taken us all that
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. 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 Well, we can chat here, or we can whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
I
I
could
do.
ask about your book,
Oh well,
your
the books.
kitchen,
Oh yeah.
so
Well,
your gardening thing.
well, most of the garden
Am
it's
I
getting
to talk
harvested
about it
now.
or shut up?
Well, the garden's getting harvested now, so I haven't had a heck of a lot of time to work on the book. Oh, look at that! Took it to the end for Kaz to freeze.
I'm working on another book. Yeah.
Um, you're breaking up, my friend.
But
I'm guessing your power is too low to keep it solid. So I guess on that note, everybody, you know, if you're having fun, if you like what you're seeing here, give us a like, give a share. Oops, there went Kaz. Good night, Kaz. But anyway, we'd really like to hear from anybody, and let us know how you think this is going. Do you know where how do you think this is going to turn out in the end? Because I deliberately have not said how it's going to end yet. Um, but anyway, on that note, that's another late night right in the can, and I'll talk to you all next